Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters. In the last episode, I explained how man is unable to produce a bond which can unite mankind. In this episode, I'll look to explain how Islam eradicates racism and why the Islamic Aqidah is the only bond that can truly unite mankind. In the previous episode, I explained how the only type of bond which can unite mankind is the ideological bond. So this, brothers and sisters, leads us to the only ideological bond, the only Aqidah which can truly unite mankind, which is Islam, the deen from the Creator Himself. This bond is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is independent of all limitations which we find in mankind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who understands us better than ourselves, and the only one who is in a position to guide us towards a bond which can truly unite us regardless of color, race, social standing, and so on. You know, as Muslims, when we answer the fundamental question about man, life, and universe, about what was before and what is after, and how this is all linked to the present life, we answer this in a manner which is based on reason, proof, and conviction, and not through blind faith. So we arrive at the ultimate truth of creation, which is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator, the Quran is the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen for mankind the deen of Islam. So we see that as Muslims, our purpose in life is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we strive to seek His pleasure. This means that our criteria in life is halal and haram, and not expediency, in other words, not benefit. So when we perform actions, we're not basing this on whether this is going to benefit me regardless of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands. No, rather we base this on whether these actions will please or anger Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers and sisters, if we understand Islam in the correct way, then Islam becomes our sole criteria in life, and this forms our viewpoint in life, and as a result shapes our behavior. This is what it means to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This submission is both inwards and outwards, in the sense that it transforms us into Islamic personalities which shapes the way we behave. There is a hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said that none of you truly believes until his desire or inclination is in accordance with what I have brought or subservient to what I came with. Subhanallah, this is what it means to be a Muslim. Now, keeping all of this in mind, brothers and sisters, let's now look at how Islam eradicates racism. We see that Islam came to destroy, to eradicate racism, and to unite mankind. There's a hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said that, O people, verily your Lord is one, and your Father is one. Verily there is no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, or of a non-Arab over an Arab, or of a red man over a black man, or of a black man over a red man, except in terms of taqwa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us in the Quran, O mankind, we have created you from a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Verily, the most honorable of you with Allah is the believer who has taqwa. Subhanallah. This is why the Islamic Aqidah is the only bond which can unite humanity, and history testifies to this. In Arabia, we see that the message of Islam sent shockwaves throughout the land. Islam broke the old bonds of allegiance, whether it was based on tribe or blood, and united people around the bond of Islam. We see that the body of the Muslims was made up of the rich, the poor, the noble, and the slaves, the Arabs, blacks, and even Roman and Persians. And we see that when Islam expanded beyond the Arabian Peninsula, it unified the people of 3 continents. Subhanallah, this resulted in the capital of the Khilafah moving from one place to another, whether it was in Medina, Kufa, Damascus, Baghdad, or finally in Istanbul. We can see that Islam brought together people from different colors, race, and cultures into one melting pot, the melting pot of Islam, which unified them into a single brotherhood which humanity had not seen before. So brothers and sisters, as I mentioned in a previous video, Racism is a thought which can only be eradicated by a better thought, and we see that the Islamic thought, the Aqidah, is the only one which is suitable to bond and unite mankind because it's from the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and not something made up from the limited mind of man. However, brothers and sisters, I must make it very clear that as Muslims, we need to carry Islam in the correct way. We need to understand Islam. We need to be convinced that it's the truth so that Islam shapes our behavior. We should be Islamic personalities. Once a Muslim carries Islam in the correct way, this eradicates all the un-Islamic thoughts such as racism and replaces it with a better thought, which is from the Creator. So in the same way, brothers and sisters, if someone doesn't understand Islam in the correct way, if he refers to other than Islam as a criteria for life, and Islam doesn't shape his viewpoint in life, then it's likely that he will discriminate against others, and this may include racism. So when we see discrimination, racism in the Ummah, this is down to the declined thought. However, we see that once Islam is embraced, racism is eliminated, and then imagine this on a societal level, a society built on taqwa. Subhanallah, do you think racism would be widespread or institutionalized like it is in the capitalist societies? Never. It's impossible. As I've previously explained, it's the capitalist thought that breeds racism, and this is institutionalized through its system, whilst the Islamic thought removes racism, and subhanallah, when Islam is implemented, it prevents any manifestation and deals with it where it does. So brothers and sisters, to answer the main question, can Islam be racist? Well, the answer is a clear no. And I hope I've demonstrated to you during this series of videos how man is unable to produce a bond to unite mankind due to his shortcomings, his weaknesses and limitations. And also why it's only the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who can guide us to a bond which can truly unite mankind. And that bond, as we know, brothers and sisters, is Islam and the Islamic Aqidah. And lastly, I hope I've demonstrated how Islam actually eradicates racism. So brothers and sisters, if you found this video beneficial, then please share this with your family and friends, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Path to Revival YouTube channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.